Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright and this is a recap video, and I'm smiling because I'm here with my crazy dogs who think I have food for them, but I don't. Let me see if I can get some of them on the... Daisy, come here! Daisy, 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 Daisy! Yeah, see? There. There she is. That's Daisy. She's trying to get treats out of my pocket. Anyway. And that's Abel behind me, and then and there's Izzy right up front, right there. All right, let's see if I can do the recap with all the kids present. Kids in air quotes. Okay, so my name is Janet Wright, and this is a mini triplet recap video where I tell you in detail what I healed in today's mini triplet healing. Today's date is October 30th, 2017, and it was a super cool healing. The theme of the healing was life purpose energy. Seriously, how cool is that? And you know, I think more people would be aware of their life purpose if it was an easy thing. You know, there's a lot of it's kind of a thing, you know, you have to have a lot of presence to have clarity on that level. And so most of the 22-minute healing was prepping and then just making sure everybody was present enough and cleaned out enough and supported enough to have whatever level of their self-purpose, their life purpose energy that they're ready for, you know, and that ranges from just a sense of what's good for you, what's not good for you, a sense maybe that you're headed in the right direction or the wrong direction at any given time, or maybe some clarity about, you know, what's your purpose for this fall or the rest of this year, to, like, you know, a big time period of like, okay, for the rest of my life this is what I'm doing, you know. So anyway, of course I have a dog sitting on my notes. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, you're insane. Okay, all right, yay, she's sitting on my notebook. Okay, so the healing today was in 5 parts, because like I said, sort of triggering and being aware of the life purpose energy is only actually one part of what we did. Everything else was to help you to be present enough for it, so that, I mean, because I don't want people just to have some momentary realization and then it's gone. You know, I want people to be able to have a level of, you know, awareness of life purpose, you know, to the extent that they're ready for on an ongoing basis. So crazy girl. So anyway, so part 1, let's get into the details, the nuts and bolts. And of course, you know, if you're just you don't, like, say you're just watching this recap and you haven't been watching the ones right before it, this is the 3rd in the set of the 3 healings, and this life purpose energy is what we've been building up to for the whole time. So if you like giving these healings to yourself, you know, it'd probably be really cool to do the recaps for the other 2 healings before this one, as well, to help, you know, prep. So Beaglemania. Okay, so part 1, we did the tricolor earth energy soak. Big surprise. I've been doing that in the beginning of healings now for a couple healings. It's just really great. So that's a whole video. It's called Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. Let's just do 1/3 of that right now, just because with all these beagles climbing all over me, I could use a little healing too. So just imagine your big wide grounding all around you, as wide as your whole aura. So behind you, in front of you, to either side of you. And make it your favorite shade of red if you wish, or orange or yellow, but I'm gonna do red. And just create your grounding with your mind in an instant. and just verify that it goes all the way down to the center of the earth. If it doesn't, make it go down there. And then it's nice and wide the whole way down, so you have a nice, wonderful downward flow. So you can let go of whatever is overwhelming you, whatever's not your energy. And then bring up, this is the tricolor, this is the earth energy soak part, bring up an extra amount of earth energy all the way up from the center of the earth at that color of your grounding that you like. Oh my God, you're crazy. And just bring up the red earth energy and soak your hips in it, your legs, your upper body, your shoulders, your neck, your back, your whole aura in it, all the way up your neck, your head, all the layers above your head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the layers of your aura. Just soak in that red earth energy and just let it help you to kind of wind down. Sometimes it's easy to over rev a little bit. You know, you may not have a beagle climbing all over you, but you may have people like, you know, a child or a coworker or something climbing all over you energetically. So just bring up that earth energy and just soak everybody out. Let them just wash down your grounding. It'll actually feel pretty good for their spirit, and it's better for you if they just, their energy goes down to the center of the earth and then it gets returned to them all cleaned up. So you're doing them a nice favor and yourself a favor as well. So just purge everybody from outside, from your energy field. Just get them all out, wash them down your grounding. There, yay. So when I did the tricolor earth energy soak with people, I think I'm gonna leave mine up there for now. You know, in the video, we bring it back down to the third chakra, where the ribs meet right here. So the grounding, the red earth energy goes all the way up to the top of the aura, and then you bring it down to the level of the third chakra. But I think right now it's just good for me just to have a head to toe earth energy soak right now, even to the top of my aura. So that's where I'm going to leave it for now. And then while the earth energy was all the way up, I helped people with aura repair at the same time. So it's kind of cool if your earth energy is all the way up right now, and then you can just have a copy of your aura out in front of you and just check for any rips and tears. You know, start at the outer layers, because if a rip and tear is there, it's because someone threw energy from the outside in. So just kind of double check and comb through your aura. Daisy's coming through my aura for me. You're crazy. And just wash out any crazy dogs or spirits. Any rips or tears, use the gold light to melt them away. Particularly above your head, there may be some. In front of your face, there may be some. At the back of your aura, there may be some. I'm sorry, she's just going mad for my beverage. It's just watery cranberry juice, chill out. Okay. And then, okay. So the thing is, people didn't need aura repair, the repairing of rips and tears, as much as they usually do, because in the last healing, the October 1st healing 2 days ago, we made gold energy aura buffer zones, which are huge gold light force fields that you make around you. And it was brand new technique. Beagle's moving the camera. It was a brand new technique, and I've road tested it. You guys have been road testing it, and I mean, it's a good one, I say. You know, I'm still getting feedback from everybody, but so anyway, the idea is it's described in detail on the October 1st recap, and actually I wrote down for you the minutes that it is in the video, because it's a 42-ish minute video. This way you don't have to rewatch the whole thing if you just want a refresher on making a gold aura buffer zone. So I start talking about it at 14 minutes and 45 seconds into the video, but classic, you know, me, I blab on for about 5 minutes with just explanations and examples of why it might be useful. And then the real nitty-gritty, let's do it, let's make one now, is at 19 minutes and 45 seconds into the October 1st, 2017 recap. Okay? And it's the nitty-gritty walkthrough, it's only 3 minutes long. So nice and quick. And I would, they're trying to eat AccuDoll. No. Man, Beagle anarchy right here. All right, so, so like I said, if you want, that's awesome, to have a gold energy aura buffer zone. So what I did is I helped everyone in this video. I mean, first we did the tricolor earth energy soak, brought earth energy up one color at a time for 3 different colors. And then, oh my God. Maybe I'll show you guys. She's just so out of control. All right, anyway. Then we did a little aura repair, but the only reason people needed aura repair at all was because some people had gotten so much energy thrown at them in 2 days that their 6 foot all the way around gold force field, you know, of universal gold light around the outside of their aura had been hacked through, at least in 1 or 2 places. So it did its work, you know, the force field, because it, you know, would have been worse if you hadn't had the force field. So, or the buffer zone, that's what I'm calling it. So, or the angels are calling it gold energy aura buffer zone. So the moral of the story, I guess, is you do have to recreate your gold energy aura buffer zone as needed. You know, so if you notice it has some rips and tears, just recreate it with your mind. And it's really quick. I mean, what we did in the healing is the first time we created it, we sort of took our time with the first one. And then we created it again by the end, and then that one we did real quick. Because what you can do is just do like new buffer zone, new buffer zone. I say it twice because technically you have 2 auras. You have your spirit body's aura, you know, around your spirit body, and then you have your physical body's aura around your physical body. So you have 2 auras, right? And so you can have 2 aura buffer zones. So, so anyway, but it is really quick. You're just like, okay, new buffer zone. You get rid of the old one, make a new one right away. New aura buffer zone. You know, you get rid of the spirit body buffer zone, spirit body aura buffer zone, and make a new one. You know, so you know what you're doing. So just be like, new buffer zone, new buffer zone. So it doesn't take long, you know, so just intuitively with your imagination, with your visualization, whatever you want, just kind of, and if you don't trust, you know, your awarenesses, just remake it. I mean, it's just as quick to remake them than it is to check and remake them, you know, so you can just remake them, you know. But anyway, so, and like I said, if you want a nice walk through the October 1st recap, the very last recap, which I will link at the end just because that's so useful, from 19 minutes and 45 seconds to 22 minutes and 55 seconds is a great walkthrough. And then, and I did make sure that the participants created their own buffer zone. So it wasn't like me creating it for them, because I don't really agree with that. If like someone makes something for you, you know, like I think there are some healers that you know, create some symbol or something that they feel is positive for you, and then they place it in your energy field. But for me, I feel like that's pretty risky. I would say, you know, don't let anyone place stuff in your energy field. You know, you make your stuff, they make their stuff. That way, you know, I don't know, I just think it's a little safer that way. So anyway, so everyone made their own gold energy aura buffer zone. I just telepathically walked all the 50 people through doing it, and I verified. Okay, so then everyone had their buffer zone brand new again, their buffer zones brand new again, and they had their aura repaired, and I had combed through it when they were at the 3 different colors and their grounding. But to be honest, it doesn't seem like rugs, you know, those energy blocks at the bottom of the grounding, are that big of a deal anymore if you keep doing the tricolor earth energy soak. So that's kind of fascinating, because I know people were tripping out about like, oh my God, I have more rugs, wah. You know, like they were not liking that you keep having to check for rugs. But of course, now you're gonna keep having to make new gold aura buffer zones. But, you know, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. I mean, there's no way to like, poof, now you're perfect forever. But at least, you know, it's not impossible that you can get rugs if you do the tricolor earth energy soak often, but it seems less likely, actually. And, you know, I've had my gold aura buffer zones for, you know, 2 full days, and it really does seem to make the mornings less intense, as long as you make sure your gold aura buffer zone is really intact. Because it's 6 feet all around you on the outside of your aura of solid, you know, gold universal light. Well, not solid, like hard, but, you know, very well, very strong. You know, a lot of it. So you're like in this huge, you know, bunch of gold universal light, and then there's your energy in your 7 layers. It's nice. And I feel like it is less distracting, because yeah, you have to recreate your gold aura buffer zone periodically, but you can focus on what you need to focus on. You know, like say you're trying to finish a really important email, right? And you know, say that email ruffles somebody else's feathers. So they, on a spirit level, they're throwing energy at you every time you sit down to write that email, right? And if you have your buffer zone, they could be hacking away at your buffer zone, but it doesn't get into your aura, so you can finish the darn email finally. And then, you know, and then after you finish the darn email, you can go, oh yeah, my aura buffer zone's ripped. New aura buffer zone, new aura buffer zone. Done. You know, so I think it is far less distracting, and it's more empowering. You get to choose your timing on, you know, when you repair it. Okay, so I gotta show you this. Look, I got 2 beagles trying to get into the treats at my pocket. Man, beagles. All right, cool. So, hey, stop. No. She's gonna make a hole in my pants if I let her. Okay, so the part 2 of that part of the healing was 5.5 minutes. The tricolor earth energy soaks and taking our time to redo a really nice set of gold energy aura buffer zones. A set because it's 1 for your physical body's aura and 1 for your spirit body's aura. Okay. And to clarify, in case someone's confused, when you're fully present in your physical body, the auras match up. So that's why a lot of people don't realize you have 2 different auras. But anyway. Part 2 of the healing. I'm looking at my notes, which I had to move since Beagle Baby sits on them if I put them right here. Yeah, I know, you're so wonderful. Okay, so part 2 was what I'm calling an outer surface wash of all 7 chakras. And it was sort of a little bit, it was like a melding of the Friday healing and the Sunday healing chakra work. Because the Friday, I brought my mug this time to demonstrate. The Friday healing, I did the back surfaces and the front surfaces of chakra 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which are below the camera. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they're along the spine here. So I helped everyone heal the fronts and the backs, actually in a really great way. If you missed that video, that's the September 30th, 2017 video. It was to do it like a clock, so 12 and 6 o'clock of all 6 through 1, chakra 6 through 1 all at once, and then like at these extremes, 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock if it's a clock, you know, all at once with your intention, because that's a real common place to have pairs of energy chords. And I talk about that again in that September 30th, 2017 recap. So anyway, but like I said, then on Sunday I had done just this, which is huge. I'm getting so much mileage out of, honestly, out of healing like here, because particularly the physical body set, all 7 of your physical body. Because if you're like me, or really even most of my Energy Geek viewers, you work with your angels in your sleep every night because you've seen my sleeping and waking up video set and you know that that's possible, or you just already knew it was possible before I told you. And so your spirit is getting these amazing healings in your sleep every single night. You're with your angels. So your spirit body chakras probably are nice, you know, but it's the physical body ones, they stay in bed all night, you know, and so if you're not going to heal them, they usually really get a lot of old baggage and stuff that's still there in them, which is why people are like, why am I not over that yet? I know I'm over it, but I guess I'm not. You know, what that is, you know, maybe through therapy or, you know, sort of intellectual self-help, they have cleared their astral body, or maybe even through yoga, you know, but like kind of a more out-of-body yoga. They've cleared their astral body chakras, but their physical body chakras still have a lot of bleh. So anyway, today what we did is I did all of it. So that was part 2. It was front and back and this part, which I'm just going to call outer surface. So I did 6 through 1, so you can do that right now. Just you know, imagine like the cylinders out in front of you, chakras 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, it should be open in the back if it were in a tea mug. So chakras 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just have big copies out in front of you, and just wash the fronts of all of them, particularly at 12 and 6, and just melt away the cords and repair the chakras at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, the very top and the very bottom of the fronts of these chakras. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just don't overthink it. Just let the gold light from your hands remove the cords and heal any damage at the very top and the very bottom of the front openings. And then do 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Just send gold light at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock of chakras 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And why are we being so selective? Well, you can do the whole surface if you feel that it is super jammed up, for sure. But if you feel like, you know, sometimes I did that. I did the whole front opening, you know, the whole round front opening. But once you feel like that's kind of nice and flowing, then the fine-tuning part is the 3 and the 9 and the 12 and the 6. So just finish up doing the 3 and the 9 of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, meaning send gold light there and repair any little scratches, any chips missing. Just let the gold light mend it up. Let the gold light melt away any energy cords from people that are attached there. Okay, and I'm gonna let you guys do the backs and the outer surface. Okay, we'll do a super quick version of the backs. Okay, back of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just real quick. Get the whole backs of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes the energy blocks there are like corks in a bottle, so just get rid of all the corks, melt them all away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the more likely ones to be blocked up is the lower you get. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lots of gold light. And once they unblock, it's like there's a lot of energy flowing out of them. And then 12 and 6 on all of them. which is the very top and the very bottom of each of the back openings back here. Just melt away the chords and repair any damage. And then 3 and 9, which is the left and right side of those back openings. Repair any damage or scratches or chips missing, and melt away any chords. There you go. So then 7th chakra, you got to do that too. It's just that it's oriented in a different direction. So I just did 6 through 1 together because they're all oriented the same way. And then 7 is like this. Energy goes in the bottom and goes out the top. But it's actually pretty spatially very small, even though it's powerful. So it's like in here, in the top of your head, like that. So energy goes in the bottom of it and spins around and flows out the top. It goes up to your 7th layer and flows down your whole 7th layer to the bottom of your 7th layer, and then it gets drawn all the way up again, goes back into your 7th chakra, goes up and out. Okay, so let's do real quickly your 7th. And again, the part that I'm getting a lot of mileage out of, because I already did the top and the bottom, you know, the round openings. I've been healing that forever. But and you know, if you're energy geeks and you do my recordings or my videos, you've probably been healing it forever too. But this part, you know, this outer surface, man, that's cool, because you can get such an extra level of presence. If particularly the physical body chakra, you look, because it can be like black sandpaper or like, you know, black rock, but that's like wrapped around, you know, sometimes white, but just wash that off. Just get a sense of like particularly your physical body 7th, and is there any like, you know, hard black bumpy stuff there, or any hard white stuff there, just anything that's, you know, on top of the pretty purple that is the color that you want it to be. And just keep washing off with gold light anything that's sort of glommed onto the purple. And if you have trouble removing it, just be like, angels, can you help me remove this energy so that it's just me, just my energy here. So I'll do that right now. Angels, can you help me remove anything from all my physical chakras, all 7 of my physical chakras that's not me. That's really nice. They just fit in better. It's great. That's Izzy running around. He's only 3, so he's very active. Poor boy, he spent his whole life in a cage until the rescue got him. They're all survivors of laboratory research. So they lived their lives in cages until recently. But anyway. Okay, so honestly, that was probably, I mean, the sexiest part of the healing, or the most wow factor part of the healing, is the life purpose energy part. But this part, the front and back surfaces at 12 and 6 and 3 and 9, and then this outer surface right here, washing off particularly the physical body chakras of all of them, so you fit so much better, and the color is so much more vibrant then. That's good. So anyway, and we did do the angel clean out too, like I just walked you through that time, and then another time towards the end, because sometimes, you know, there's just a little too much in your way, and your angels are like, hey, you're doing so much, let me clear some for you. So it's great. Divine assistance, yay. Okay, so then the finishing touch we did before the life purpose energy part was part 3, which was again a repeat of a Friday part, but like, you know, important to repeat because I wanted everyone to be like just right before we did the life purpose energy part. So the repeat was the creative rings up here, which we did in the September 30th, 2017 recap video and the September 30th, 2017 healing itself. We did a lot of good work on the creative rings. There are 3 gold rings right above your head, pretty much in your first layer. The first 2 are in your first layer, 1, 2, and then the third one's probably in your second layer of your aura. And so 1, 2, 3, and so they're round rings, and when they work and they're nice and healed and whole, they generate creative inspiration energy, which is, how cool is that? And they send it into your 7th chakra, which, yes please. Yes, I would like that every day for the rest of my life, yay. So that was the other finishing key thing that we needed to do. So aura buffer zones for safety, so you stop getting distracted all freaking day with people attacking your energy. So that's aura buffer zones, and tricolor earth energy soak, because it's so awesome and it gets your flow great. And then the chakra spa thing, which was all the outer surfaces and then all the fronts and back surfaces. But then the creative rings, because it's like that's sort of the cherry and whipped cream on the top, you know, just to get these going. It's like, oh, you know, because they got to be unblocked, you know, they can be like all glommed up with junk in there, and people can cord them, and then you're just like, what's wrong, you know, like you can get kind of like a lost sort of a feeling, or like a directionless feeling. If you got like solid chunks on your creative rings. So anyway, so I did a good walkthrough of that actually in the, you know, good, I'm so good. I did a walkthrough of that in the September 29th recap. So I'll, you know, spare you again. But that I would say is something, you know, you can put in your meditation journal, because it is something that I think checking every day will really help your quality of life. I mean, unless you're a newbie and you get overwhelmed easily and all you want to do is do grounding every day, then just do grounding every day, please. I don't want to, you know, blow your mind in a bad way. But if you're like an energy geek and you love this stuff and you want to get your meditation journal and write stuff, then, you know, creative rings, well, they, you know, geek out on your gold or a buffer zone for sure. And then your tricolor earth energy soak video for sure. And then, you know, all your 7th chakra surfaces, you know, all 7 chakras, all the surfaces, particularly your physical body chakras, right? Because, you know, also in your journal, meditation journal, you can say, am I working with my angels every night in my sleep? You know, just to double check, because your angels are always open to that with you. It's just sometimes you get so caught up in like human dramas of like workplace or family members or whatever, that it's like your spirit meets up with them, and then, oh God, one thing leads to another, and you never go with your angels and get your healings. So in your sleep, it's important just to have that intention. I'm gonna let my angels help and guide me and protect me in my sleep. All right. So then that was part 3, like I said, the creative rings. So then people were like jamming at that point. And to be honest, if you have all of that, you pretty much already have like little inklings of what's right. Well, you have a lot of actual sense of what's right for you, what's not right for you. And you know, so you're most of the way there already. Part 4 was the, you know, the wow factor part, which, you know, was pretty simple, which I think good energy work is like that. You know, it's life altering but simple. So yeah, this one I'm totally walking you through. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to be creating a giant gold sun for yourself, or a giant bouquet of gold and rainbow colors, but definitely put some gold in there. But I personally prefer like a big gold sun, but it's going to be the exact vibration of your life purpose energy in this lifetime. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through the gold sun version. So make it out in front of you so you can see how glorious it is, right? And for me, I kind of like to use my hands, and you know, for the video too, why not? So you know, you can make gold light with your hands, right? So you're just gonna, it's like it grows, you know, as you know, the ball of it just grows as you separate your hands, right? Because it comes out your fingertip chakras and your hand chakra, right? So you're gonna, each one of us is gonna have a totally different vibration, because my life purpose for this life is different, very different than other people's. So you know, don't copy anybody else. Just with your intention, be like, okay, this is the vibration of, I'm gonna create a whole bunch of my life purpose energy, right? So just make a big old ball of your life purpose energy for this lifetime. And it's growing, it's nice and big, and just make it a little bigger and just fill it up with lots of gold energy. That's the exact vibration of your life purpose energy in this life. And then have your angels bless it. Just be like, angels, please bless this, you know, energy ball. So it's exactly the vibration of my life purpose energy in this life. Clean it out, bless it. Angels, please clean it out and bless it. So I'm getting a thumbs up from my angels. You can see if, you know, just imagine, are you getting a thumbs up from your angels? And then go ahead, and for me, I like sort of swishing it on myself like it's a water balloon, but it doesn't hurt, you know? So I just go whoosh. So you can do that with yours. Or you can shine it, you know, like mush it from on top if you like, or like rain it down from on top, but just make sure you fully absorb the whole thing. Okay, and if that's the first time you're doing it, it may trigger a little bit. So, you know, actually the first time we did it, it wasn't too much for people. So let's do it again, because what we did is we did it 3 times. And then we did other stuff just to make sure everyone was in a good place. So let's do it again. So again, as you separate your hands, or you can just imagine like this beautiful big gold ball or a big gold bouquet of flowers that you're creating for yourself, and it's the exact vibration of your life purpose in this lifetime. And get it nice and big. Your life purpose energy in this lifetime, nice and gold, and you don't have to see the gold or it at all. You imagine it with your imagination. And then angels, can you please bless this energy so it's the vibration of my life purpose energy in this life. And then go ahead and give it to yourself again. Just soak it up. Daisy's trying to eat AccuDoll. No. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Okay, I'll do a bouquet this time. All right, so I like doing it this way where you can just imagine it and create it that way, but I like using my hands too, so I like put my hands together, and then as I go like this, it becomes this giant bouquet that I just created on an energy level. So go ahead, put your hands like this, and then as you separate them, you use your hand chakras and your imagination to just create this giant bouquet of gold and, you know, other rainbow colors if you want, or just gold. To that, in this bouquet, the vibration of it is exactly the vibration of your unique life purpose energy for this lifetime. And if you need to, just kind of add to it, make it even more quantity so you really feel it. And then have your angels bless it and double check it. Angels, can you please bless and double check this so that it's the exact vibration of my life purpose energy in this lifetime. And then go ahead and give it to yourself. For me, I put it right in my heart chakra, but it goes wherever it needs to go. Okay, so that was part 4 of the healing, and then the rest was just little repeats of what we've already done, just to make sure everyone was in a good place. So we did the whole surface chakras, surface wash on all 7 chakras, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we just, particularly the physical body, 7 chakras. So you can just imagine your physical body set of all 7 chakras and just wash out that outer surface. You know, it could look like black sandpaper or just something bumpy and scratchy rather than the beautiful rainbow colors that you want them to be. And just use lots of gold light. You can even use gold fire that just goes up and down them all at once, or gold light or gold water that just goes down, up and down them all at once. And you'll just kind of notice the more you wash off, and you're just kind of nourishing the chakra too with the gold light. So it's not just removing, you're like letting the body chakra absorb the gold healing energy that you're making. So it's a giving to yourself too. As you do this and that outer stuff washes off, that's not you, then you'll notice probably more color, or your intuition will tell you, okay, yeah, it's cleaner and brighter. And then it does a better job of sending energy out to those aura layers, so it's kind of cool. Okay, and then just imagine you're fitting everything back in. You're getting back into your body again, through your head, all the way down to your toes, into your fingertips. And just notice that click, you know, click fully into all the chakras. And if you're a newbie, you may or may not be getting into all the chakras, like some of the lower chakras, maybe you're not fully into yet, but you're probably into more chakras than you were before. And that's the idea. You just keep working this stuff until you're in more and more and more, and then eventually you're in all 7 most of the time. Okay, then we did an angel, then we did new buffer zones, and we did it the quick way. So you can do that now. Just be like, basically, I mean, say a phrase that you want. I mean, you could say Shazam even if you want, you know. I like to say new buffer zone, you know, but, you know, so in the same instant you destroy one of the buffer zones and recreate it. So new buffer zone, and then new buffer zone. So you have brand new 6 feet all the way around the outside of your aura. So you have, you know, your aura is like this all the way around you, right? Behind you, in front of you. And then you have 6 feet of solid universal golden light all the way around, which I am digging for sure. And you know, I want to know how it's working for you. But again, if you feel great and then 2 hours later you don't, someone got you really good. They got you so well that it went through the buffer zone and impacted a couple layers of your aura. But like I said before, it could have been worse without the buffer zone. So there's that. And then we ended with an angel clean out, so we could do that. Another real quick angel clean out. And what we did is I encourage people to, you know, have their angels clean, ask their angels to clean them out. And I verified with people to make sure it was really happening. Even people that, you know, maybe tend towards depression or don't do this stuff consciously, and their wife, you know, suggested them for the healing or whatever. I double checked people and they were all doing it, which is awesome. But anyway, the idea was, you know, ask your angels to bless you and help you to be as aware of your life purpose as is healthy for you at this time. Because maybe it's healthy for you to be much more aware of your life purpose, or maybe, you know, enough is enough and you need to focus on the present more, and knowing the big picture might be too much. You know, maybe you just need that subconscious sense of it, so you know, oh, this is right for me, oh, this is not right for me. You know, so okay, so just ask your angels to bless you and help you to be present. And angels, help me to be as aware of my life purpose for this lifetime as is healthy for me. Cool. All right, and then, you know, I just help people, I encourage people to, you know, that your angels can continue to heal you and guide you. Because I always want people, you know, on a spirit level and or a conscious level to be aware that that's just an amazing resource that you have night and day. Okay, and like I said, there are 2 more healings in October and 2 more in November. And I know the next one that starts is October 13th, but the payment deadline's before then. So don't snooze on it. All right, bye.